All right, let's talk about one of life's biggest questions, choosing a career. It feels huge, right? But today we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a really simple way to think about it.
You hear this all the time, right? But is that really enough?
Most of the career advice out there falls into one of two traps. On one hand, you get this super vague stuff like follow your passion, which, what does that even mean? And on the other hand, you get buried under like 20 different frameworks and a mountain of personality tests. It's so overwhelming, you just freeze. Okay, so we're going to ditch all that. We're going to focus on just two core ideas. The first one is about what a career is supposed to do, its real purpose. And the second one, that's about how you can tell if it's the right one for you. All right, first things first, let's really get to the bottom of what any valuable career is actually doing. And trust me, it's probably simpler than you think. So, what's the secret? Well, it turns out that every single great career, I don't care what industry it's in, it boils down to doing three very specific things. If you can nail these three, you've got something valuable. And here they are. Number one, can you solve a real problem for people? Number two, can you fulfill one of their desires? And number three, and this is the big one, when it's all said and done, do they feel satisfied? That's the real test. Let's dig into that first one. I love this phrase, the burns of life. Think about that. We all have these little frictions, these pains. A truly valuable career is like applying a soothing balm. It provides real relief. But just fixing problems, that's only half the equation. You also have to fulfill desires. This is about taking people from not hurting to actually feeling good. It's not just about patching things up. It's about making them genuinely better off. So, a few ground rules here. Look, hard work, that's just the price of entry. That's non-negotiable. But creativity, that's your secret weapon. It's the multiplier. And how do you know if you're on the right path? Simple. You check for satisfaction. That's your compass. Okay, that's lesson one. Now let's get to lesson two. This is where we figure out how to find your specific path. It's all about finding work that fits you, not trying to force yourself to fit the work. So how do you know if it's not just a good career, but your career? The answer comes down to one word, analysis. And look, this isn't about just being good at something. Lots of people are good at stuff. It's about knowing why you're good at it. It's about being able to separate the milk, the real substance, from the water, which is just all the fluff around it. So think about it like this. Are you just memorizing the steps, just going through a checklist, or do you actually get it? Do you understand why those steps work in the first place? That deep understanding, that's the first clue you're onto something special. And you know what happens when you truly understand something? You can't help but start tinkering. You stop just copying what everyone else does, and you start asking, what if we tried this? You start experimenting. You're not just playing it safe anymore. You're on the hunt for a better way. And that all builds to this final, really exciting stage. You move beyond just repeating old solutions from the same old playbook. You actually start creating brand new solutions. You're not just finding answers anymore. You're designing the future answer. You see the cycle? It starts with real analysis. That leads you to experiment. Your experiments create new solutions. And those solutions, they fulfill people's desires. When you find yourself caught in that loop, doing it naturally without even thinking about it, that's a huge sign you found your thing. Okay, so let's put this all together. We're going to wrap this up into a simple checklist you can literally use right now to look at any career you're thinking about. Here it is, your career checklist. Ask yourself these four things. 1, does it solve problems that people can actually feel? 2, does it fulfill desires and make them truly satisfied? 3, does it value both hard work and your creativity? And 4, this is the most important one. Is this a place where you can't help but analyze, improve, and create? If you can say yes to all 4, you're probably onto something really, really good. So I'm going to leave you with one final thought. Forget about job titles for a second. Forget about industries. Just ask yourself this. Where in your life, anywhere, do you already do this? Where do you naturally find yourself analyzing things and trying to create better ways to do them? Whatever that is, that's your compass. That's your starting point. If you loved this explainer, please share it. Click like and subscribe to our channel for more.